Hello and welcome to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, where the Harrisburg City Islanders 6-4-5 welcome the Dayton Dutch Lions 2-8-6 for tonight's USL Pro matchup. Harrisburg is fighting hard to stay in playoff contention with less than half the season to go. Hi everybody, I'm Chad Edwards along with Larry Julius, and tonight it's USL Soccer again here on Invicta Sports. Dayton Dutch Lions come in having a pretty good go of it lately. Larry, what are the keys here kind of as we take a look at both of these teams are kind of, fighting hard and playing well lately?
Well, for Dayton, they got to continue on the path that they have been on. Obviously finding some success as of late, but keep in mind there's a team that still has 6 ties. So this team has obviously played some good soccer, just not been able to finish games off. If I'm Harrisburg, I can't take this game light because I'm fighting for my playoff life right now. So every game matters. And Dayton, again, not getting the results, but yet have been playing good soccer. And as of late, coming on late, that's very important that Harrisburg comes out right off the bat and strikes early.
And Harrisburg has been playing well. Of course, last weekend it was a 1-1 tie against Antigua in a game that they hit the crossbar 4 times. They really had some great opportunities, but it took till that stoppage time late in the game to be able to tie that up. That's something they can't let happen here the rest of the season. They really got to put those games away when they have the opportunities.
Well, Harrisburg, always finds its way to be a little bit dramatic, over the years. They're always coming up late, and I never count them out, even going into the 88th, 89th minute. I always feel like they can put one away. So they have done a great job, and again, they're getting hot at the right time like they always do.
And Dayton is coming off a road loss to Rochester, but as you mentioned, they've been playing well lately. In their last 4 games, they're 2-1-1, so they're actually moving. They're starting to go in the right direction. Yeah, they're in 10th place in the overall division, but, this is exactly the type of team, like you said, that can be a spoiler now late in the season, and that's the type of stuff you don't want to see happen. So.
Well, unfortunately, when you're a team like that, you're not only playing for your job, because now what player can step up and show me he deserves to be here next year, because obviously with the record they have, they're going to have to clean some house going into next year. And Harrisburg cannot take them light. Coming out and looking at their record, obviously they don't look like they can compete, but then as of late, they've shown they can compete.
Exactly. Well, back in May, the Islanders defeated Dayton by a score of 4-0 in a game that they really dominated most of that game. But tonight, it's a different Dayton team. Stay with us. We've got USL Soccer, Harrisburg, and Dayton coming up next on Invicta Sports.
For 40 years, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency has helped people with their housing needs, and we continue to innovate. Our home mortgage programs offer new, more competitive interest rates and down payment and closing cost assistance. Plus, we've kept our most popular features like free homebuyer education and exceptional customer service for the life of your loan. Visit our website or give us a call. We offer home mortgages that fit your budget. We're PHFA. Welcome home.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here, from delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here, from fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
The neurologist said you will lose the ability to swallow, to breathe. You will die. I asked the neurologist, why? If we could transplant hearts, couldn't we also replace damaged motor neurons?
Jennifer devoted the last 6 years of her life to wiping out ALS. Project ALS has created a new paradigm for disease research.
We know the goal. We want to get a cure for ALS.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
back. We're just about ready to get underway here for USL Soccer as we take a look at the starters for tonight. We'll start with the Dayton Dutch Lions. And getting the call and goal tonight will be Matthew Williams. Out in front of him will be Smith, Diaz, Dallas, Kanotek, Colpiea, let's see, McNamara, Gardner, Bardsley, and Preciado, along with Presley. That's your starters for the Dayton Dutch Lions. Taking a look at the Harrisburg City Islanders. Getting the call again in goal is Nick Noble. Out in front of him will be Duckett, Leroy, Zizzy getting the call tonight, along with Ekra and Tom Brandt, Morgan Langley, JT Noon, and Jason Pelletier, and Lucky Mukasada. So those are your starters here tonight. Should be an interesting one. I want to start off the broadcast saying hello and a big thank you for watching each and every week to Lieutenant David Moore from Fort Irwin, California, from the Harrisburg, Pennsylvania area. We know that you watch the, you guys attend the game out in LA, cheer on the Harrisburg City Islanders when they're out there. But I want to thank you for watching as well. Your dad stops by every time the games are here, and we're here to let us know that you're watching. So a big thank you to you and all the soldiers out there at Fort Irwin, California that are watching the broadcast and supporting us here at Invicta Sports and the Harrisburg City Islanders. The people watching all over the world tonight, Larry.
Well, Chad, as you know, I traveled last weekend and wasn't able to help you here, and I had an opportunity to watch us, or watch you, but watch our guys and how they broadcast the game, and it was as good as it gets. It was absolutely an amazing feed. And I was down in a hotel in North Carolina, and honestly, it was fantastic.
That's awesome. I appreciate that very much. I know last year when we did the game live, we had all kinds of people tweeting and texting us and everything from Holland, so they tune in and watch their favorite players and kids they went to school with and played with from back in Holland that are here playing as well. So going to be a good one. Taking a look at the standings again, as we mentioned, Harrisburg comes in tonight in 5th place. They're still in the hunt for the playoffs. They want to make sure that they can stay there. And the Dayton Dutch Lions at the bottom. Harrisburg in 5th place here with a record of 6-4-5, and Dayton right at the bottom, 2-8-6. They're out of it, but as we mentioned on earlier, Larry, they can be the spoiler here tonight. And Harrisburg just wants to at least maintain that 5th position so they stay in the playoffs.
You know, it's critical, Chad, that Harrisburg comes out and plays as if they're playing a first-place team, because to them, they can't afford a loss. They really can't afford a tie at this point. Points are important, and playing against Dayton Dutch Lions, a team that is in a spoiler position, is in it for their jobs, number one. Number two, I mean, they need to show a little character. When you're down like this, they need to show a little character. So we'll see what the game brings tonight. Let's hope that Harrisburg comes out to play.
So right away, Duckett with the ball. Harrisburg off to kick off. On a Friday evening here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Happy to have you along here on Invicta Sports and, of course, U-Nation, bringing you USL Soccer. I tell you what, we have an absolute blast doing this. We really enjoy bringing these games to you, not only here in the Harrisburg area, but around the country and around the world. It's just amazing where technology's come that you can watch just on your phones now and your iPads and everything else, and we really enjoy doing this. So,
well, Chad, we talk a lot about this throughout the course of the year, and it seems like neither one of us can wait till the summer rolls around that we have the opportunity to do this. I know I enjoy it as much as you, and very passionate about the game, and for these kids in our area as well as around the country to have the opportunity to pick this up on the computer is
technologically.
I'm challenged that way. Savvy as our kids are these days, they can pick up a phone, like you said, or a computer and stream a game right into their laptop, right into their desktop, telephone, you name it.
It's a lot of fun, and we of course, Invicta does Baltimore Blast as well, so we're able to stay with soccer throughout most of the winter months as well. Long ball for Langley here. It's going to be too long as that goes off the end line here. It'll be a Dayton Dutch Lion restart here off of a goal kick. Matthew Williams in the goal tonight. Ball quickly played in. They'll switch it to the far side here for Preciado. As the Lions look to try and move things forward. They have struggled a little bit on the season, but as we mentioned in our pregame, over the last 4 games, they've been playing well. They picked up their first 2 wins, obviously, of the season. They've gone 2-1-1, so two wins and a tie is some nice positive play out of them as of late. Nice ball through the middle and onside here, and Noble has to come out after that one as Bardsley almost got to that one. Bardsley is one of the game leaders in the USL, 16 games. He has 36 shots on the season And he's also one of the foul leaders, so you'll see that he gets involved in a lot of this game as that one sent through for Mukasada, but gathered in by Williams.
You know, two great efforts end to end here. I mean, the Dayton Dutch Lions come up with a good ball through, just skipped into Noble, and then Harrisburg came back with the same thing. Both direct balls, both right into the keeper's hands. Needless to say, though, it showed both teams are ready to come out and looking to fire.
Ball on the far side of the field, and it's going to go off of Mbiji and out of bounds. Quickly down the line for Bardsley now. Bardsley guarded tight there by Leroy. Brandt goes down hard, so it'll be a restart here for the Islanders. In our 3rd minute of play, 0-0. Happy to have you along here. Larry Julius and Chad Edwards bringing you all the action. So 1-1 now, fouls so far in this game. Here's Noon, center of the field now.
You know, as you can see, Chad, Dayton's really sitting back, getting compact, playing a good 4-5-1, very defensive, shell-orientated type style. They're not letting Harrisburg penetrate on the ground. They're encouraging balls over the top or longer flighted balls, and they're looking to take whatever they can get from that. And so far, it's been somewhat productive for them. Harrisburg hasn't really found that niche to be able to find the seams, and I'm confident that they will. However, it would be nice that if Dayton would open up a little bit and play, because they have nothing to lose.
Here's the replay on that foul as Mbiji was taken down. And, you know, here we go, another ball over the top looking for Bardsley, and I think you just mentioned it. They're going to look for some of them balls over the top. He's a quick player. I remember back in May, they found him several times. He just couldn't squeak through. But, you know, if they can clog up that middle and control that middle of the field with those 5 midfielders and keep punching those balls through, with 36 shots on goal, he's going to get through and get some of them tonight. And that may be all they need is 1 or 2. You never know.
Well, this may be why we see Leroy playing center back other than Bixler this evening, because Leroy's probably got a little bit more pace. Obviously, the ball they're looking for is not much of a build-up, but it's more of a direct ball or a diagonal into Bardsley. Their attack looks like it's going to come off of one pass at this point in time and see what they find through. But needless to say, he is a very effective player. He's very quick. The shots on goal dictate the fact that he can get dangerous. He just needs the opportunity to finish.
Duckett here inside the box. Nothing there as the Lions will clear it to this near side with some room now. Kanetek held it up. Here's Smith with it now. Smith plays the long ball down this near side, nothing there. A couple changes in the back here tonight. Zizzy getting the start. Of course, Marshall having that injury the other night in the game against Antigua. He has not started tonight, so. Leroy plays it out for Brandt now. Brandt coming in the other night. Had a really good game against Antigua. Ball switch to the far side. Ekra brings that one down, has Mbiji outside. Waits, slows it down, now Noon. Pelletier will find Mbiji to the outside. Mbiji with a little space. Waits, pulls it back. Takes on Prashado here. And Mbiji's just going to check it back here and play it back for Brandt. Mbiji with that burst of speed, he can take on quickly here as we see Mbiji going through and that ball taken away by the Dutch Lions as they start to break out. Ball will come to this near side for Smith. Garner now waits. Back for Kanetek, I should say. Looking for Smith down this near side, and Brandt's going to get there. I think he'll play Noble. He does. Noble's going to just play this one out and up. That one goes off the back of Ekra. Langley able to come up with it now. Has Mukasada with a run here. Plays it through for Mbiji, but Prashado was there. Ekra's going to bring it down. Ekra with the turn, and that one gathered in by DeLas. Ball played through now. Kanetek played it outside. Dutch Lions will work the far side now. Kanetek with it again. Zizzy gets a foot in on that one.
Scoring on your own goal, another side effect of hunger. Don't let hunger happen to you. We recommend Snickers.
Langley trying to play it through, but played it too far ahead.
Hungry? Grab
Prashado with it now, sends it back in the center. Priestley, Smith. Here's a long ball for Beasley now, and that one just gets all the way through. Or Bardsley, I should say. Bardsley, that's exactly the type of ball that we're going to see, I think, them play in tonight, as Harrisburg's going to clog up that middle as well. But, you know, Dayton, right now, Larry, we're seeing them when they do get the ball, they're getting 2, 3, 4 passes in there and touches on the ball, which is very positive early on in this game, that we're going to see some good attack, I think, from Dayton. And you know, Harrisburg, as we mentioned in that pregame, has to be vigilant and make sure that they're ready for this team.
Well, what I see right now is obviously Dayton's got a game plan. Their game plan is to bunker and counter. And the term, I don't mean they're going to sit back and just defend, and whack long balls. I mean, they're going to try to connect a couple passes. There's no question about it. However, my only concern would be, can Bardsley, can he run 90 minutes and chase down every ball that's played into him?
Exactly.
That's very tough to ask of a forward like that, a center forward, especially when you're playing a 4-5-1. But they have, so far to this point, they've done a nice job of keeping to their game plan. Harrisburg's kept them in check, as is Dayton's kept Harrisburg in check.
Prashado getting up in the mix from his defensive position, swings that one in. Ducky gets ahead and plays that out. Played back in, though, and Noble will gather it in. So far, a pretty good game, I think. Both teams have settled in. Both teams, I think, playing some pretty good possession. They're not giving up the ball right away. We're seeing 2 and 3 touches like we talked about, so I think we're in for a good game here.
Well, you know what? What's good about it so far for Dayton is that they're adhering to pretty much what they thought they would do. They'd sit in, they'd defend, they'd counter, but when they would counter, if they can connect, they're doing so, and they've done a decent job. Harrisburg has had probably about 80% of the possession, as they probably anticipated, but after getting beat 4-0 last game, Dayton certainly was not about to give up 4 goals this game.
Exactly.
So by sitting in like this, that gives them their better opportunity to not give up goals, and then whatever they can take, they're going to take.
Kano Tech with it again. He'll just slide it back for Williams. Copier with it. Ekra with it now. Able to connect with Mbiji with some space in that far side. Mbiji against Prashado in the front for Ekra, and a save made there by Williams. And Williams is going to be able to gather that one in. Nobody crashing the net there at all, Larry. And a rebound that kind of hung out there for quite a while.
Well, let me tell you, that's a phenomenal save by Williams. The fact that he was able to see the ball to his right through the crowd. And BG had Ekra there for a while, and he waited and delayed his pass. But when he did find him, Ekra, good first-time ball, great save.
And here's a BG just going to swing it right across the top. Ekra one time. Oh, what a fantastic save. Beautiful save.
That's a great reactionary save. I mean, the fact of the matter is he was screened. He obviously couldn't see that. And the fact that he was able to get down and parry it to the side. And you're right, nobody was crashing. He did his job by parrying the ball out to the right, not right back in the center of play again.
Bardsley took that one into the box, but it was cleared away by the Islanders, and Dayton will have their first corner kick of the game. Looks like going over to play this one in will be Akeem Priestley. Dayton bringing everybody, including Harrisburg, bringing everybody back in for this corner kick. Ball swung in. It's going to be long and headed right on goal. Looked like by number 8, it was the loss. Langley way off sides there.
You know, in all fairness, Chad, I mean, Langley's making a great run, and Lucky never really picked his head up. I mean, he's in. Morgan's in. He's got to find him a little earlier. Instead, he dribbles a little bit too much, holds on to it too much, and then you see Morgan fall because he's got to hold the last line. That ball needs to be played a little bit earlier in his stride.
Prasado's going to send it ahead here. Ball intended for Bardsley, I should say. And that one sent up. Mukasada able to keep that one in play. Diaz with it now. Diaz again, looking down that far side. Punches this one ahead, and Priestley's going to be called on the offsides. 0-0 here, 11 minutes and 42 seconds in. We're going to pause so we can hear from some of our sponsors.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports. Wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking. Exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
For 40 years, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency has helped people with their housing needs, and we continue to innovate. Our home mortgage programs offer new, more competitive interest rates and down payment and closing cost assistance. Plus, we've kept our most popular features like free homebuyer education and exceptional customer service for the life of your loan. Visit our website or give us a call. We offer home mortgages that fit your budget. We're PHFA. Welcome home.
Corner kick here now for Dayton Dutch Lions, their second of the game. Again, Priestley over to take the kick. Priestley swings this one in. Center of the box, headed on by the Islanders. Here's a shot from outside as it ping-pongs around, and that one put right back on goal again here by number 8, Joel DeLoss.
You know, Dayton's being a little dangerous here, Chad. I mean, they're being a little dangerous right from the get-go. 2 corner kicks. The first one they got a reasonable header off of. I thought that ball should have went back post. And this last one, again, it's a free ball floating outside the 18. If he gets a better strike on it, that's trouble.
Ball to get swung outside now for Zizzy. Zizzy still on the far side, swings it back in for Noon. This one intended for Duckett. It's going to skip too long and off the sidelines for a throw-in for Dayton now.
Chad, I'll tell you, I've been waiting for that ball all night because Duckett has been leaking up the right side all evening so far and has done a nice job. The space is there. Noon to find him. Great ball, maybe a little heavy on the pass, but it's the ball that will get him behind Dayton and create opportunities. Duckett's been good at that all year, and now he's finally starting to find his niche this evening and find his way in behind.
Ball played outside now for Priestley. Priestley with some room. Priestley against Zizzy. Waits, stops, plays it in now for Bardsley. Bardsley along the end line, and that one's going to go off, and it'll be a goal kick for the Islanders.
You know, Chad, Priestley's, as he's coming across the top of the box right there, I'm seeing it build up, and Bardsley's making a great run. Maybe he used Bardsley there more as a dummy and keep it on his left-hand side and then come across and hit left-footed. But cutting that ball away from the goal, that's exactly what Harrisburg wanted, taking him away from the target.
Ball sent ahead now for Ekra, and that goes out of bounds off of Copier. Langley with the ball. And it looks like he's going to leave it for Duckett. Ekra tries to drive that one at the goal, and that one's sent out. Here's Bardsley with it, still has Presley outside. Presley to the right. Waits, stops, heel pass back. Brachado sends this one in near the top of the box, and Pelletier will clear it out. So again, you know, when Dayton's getting the ball, they're getting those touches and they're attacking real hard here. Ball sent out for Brachado again. Brachado's going to cross this one right down. No, actually he's going to go out of play for another goal kick.
You know, this goes back to, you know, they're playing maybe a little bit more free now because pretty much they're out of the playoffs and they're playing for their jobs.
Yeah.
So they're playing with a little bit of freedom. But then again, you know, you had that little bit of urgency in your game to say, hey, I can show my staff that I can play. I got to tell you, it all started with Bardsley. Ball comes in, it's a high ball, difficult ball to target to bring down. Brings it down in a traffic of 3, then he finds his flanker outside to the right, does a nice job with that. If they continue to find him all evening long, it's going to be a thorn in the side for Harrisburg in the back. So far, Harrisburg's done a nice job of containing him, but Bardsley is one of the kind of players that at any given moment can break free.
Mbiji plays it for Mukasada. Here's Ekra with a little bit of room. Tries to send it through for Lucky. Lucky trying to get there, it does! Chips this one at the goal, just misses that right post. What a great run.
There had to be a little miscommunication there because all the backs from Dayton stopped. Williams huddles line a little bit just too long and probably underestimated the speed of Lucky. Lucky's got to finish that, Chad. I hate to say it. He's there. He's got to finish that.
Is that a dead run and has to chip that over a sliding goaltender? Looks easier than it is, but you're right. At this level, you got to put it in the net. We'll take a look at it again here. Ekra just nice ball through. Lucky goes to that backside and just gets there before Williams, and Boy, that should have been a 1-0 game right there.
You know, he did everything right. Definitely would have went with the outside of the right foot, no question about it. Did everything right. He just has to finish that.
Duckett's been busy down this right side. Now plays it in for Langley, trying to get there. He does. Langley with it along this near side, and that's going to go up off of Copier, and we'll have a corner kick. No, it actually will be a throw-in, I think. So it'll be a throw-in. The sideline referee said corner. They had official Ian Baumgart says a throw-in. Noon leaves it for Duckett now. Brandt back to Duckett. Duckett swings this one far post, and it's going to be too far from BG. That's going to run off the sideline for a throw-in. USL Live is on U-Nation this year for all of its broadcasts of the game you can watch, including this one here on Invicta Sports, the league's official online video channel. Check us out on USLLive.com. Are you a citizen of USL Nation? Come join us at USLNation.com. Zizzi now for the Islanders, swings this one in. Mukasada gets a play on it, but nothing comes about, and Langley tries to take that one down one-timer and just puts it up and wide. Quick restart here for the Dutch Lions. This one driven down in, intended for Gardner, and looks like Duckett was able to get to that one. Duckett plays it ahead. Langley for Pelletier. Will be gathered in by Kanotech now. Now outside for Gardner, and that one's going to be too long, or is it? Gardner fighting to try and get there. I think if he didn't stop that run, he could have got there in time.
You know what? It's a good ball. I mean, they're fighting hard in the middle. They have a good knockdown into their target. Target knocks it out wide again. Good ball. Penetrate in behind. Just, again, a little heavy on the pass.
Noon for the Islanders. Pelletier. Mbiji now running hard, and he's taken down hard, and we'll have a restart here. The foul will actually go against DeLoss. Here's Ekra now. Ekra's going to play Mukasada, but he's off on the. Actually, Ekra waited just a half a second, and Mukasada tried to pull it up there, but it was already offsides.
You know, I like Lucky holding the last line like that. I'd rather have him be a little bit offside than late getting to the ball, and he's holding. I always put it back on the server because the server has to recognize that. Now, maybe Lucky if he makes more of a flat run across the front, and then he just peeks in at the last second. But right now, the midfielders for Harrisburg have to find him just a little bit earlier, and he is there. The guys are making the runs. They are being positive with what they're doing. The midfielders just have to play half a step earlier.
And he's definitely, we've already seen at least a step or two faster than Prashado over on that far side, who's playing that right back. So if Lucky gets the chance, you know, they got to feed him early.
And I'm sure that adjustments can be made. I know, you know, Coach Betcher sees that, and him being a midfielder himself, he's probably going to recognize that and already saying, hey, listen, boys, you got to play a little quicker. If they're not, he's going to address it at halftime for sure, and maybe let his guy try to solve the problem right now. But needless to say, you're right, Lucky's got half a step on him every time.
Ball played in, intended there for Thomas Gardner, but it's going to be offsides, and the Islanders will put the ball back in play here. They see Nick Noble setting the ball. 0-0 still in our 21st minute here on the island. Happy to have you along on Invicta Sports. Ekra brings this one down out of the air, but loses control. Be a throw-in now for the Dayton Dutch Lions. Smith. Prashado now for Dayton. Up ahead for Priestley. Again, looking for Bardsley down the middle. Bardsley, that's going to be a handball, and it'll be a restart for the Islanders. Hey, you got to try it, right, Larry? If you can't get to it, do whatever you can and let the referee make the call.
You know, Chad, just getting ready to say the same thing. He's been dangerous. They're trying to find him, so he goes up and gets the ball, hits him in the arm, so what? Now he's saying, hey, I'm coming. I'm going to keep coming, and I'm going to keep coming all night. So far, I mean, 20 minutes in, he's shown no sign of being fatigued whatsoever. Now, granted, it's only 20 minutes in, but he's keeping Harrisburg honest in the back.
It's funny, we're seeing similar play from from Lucky Mukasana and from Bardsley, both of them making those straight runs and getting open. Nice ball for Noon, and Noon checks it up, tries to play it in, and Mukasada just bodied off of that ball. Good defensive play in the middle there for Dayton, because Mukasada was sprinting through, and as a defender, if you can put just something on him, sometimes you just get him off balance, and that's exactly what happened. I think Noon should have taken that first time.
I was just going to say, Chad, JT's got to hit that thing first time. He's got him on his left-hand hip. All he has to do is hit a ball to the back post. Grass is slightly wet from the little bit of sprinkle that we had. That would have been trouble. He should have hit that first time.
And again, we see something happen at one end of the field, and Dayton takes it down the other end with some opportunity as well. But nice play down there by the Islanders. You got to finish that. That's 2 opportunities in the game now that we saw that should have been in the back of the net. It's starting to bring back memories of last week when they hit the crossbar 4 times. Yeah, Harrisburg's got to take now at this point in the season, those have to be goals. They have to be goals. It's easy for us to say that.
Of course, but having watched that game last week, Chad, online, it was one after the other. Balls within 8-9 yards, and boom, they're hitting the crossbar. You kept wondering one of those are going to fall. They never did. You gotta wonder what's in their mind now as they go forward tonight, that they're not finishing the opportunities they're getting.
I tell you, last week, the restart from the Antigua player. Great ball for Langley. Langley down inside, gets the touch, and a great defensive play also by Smith. And Langley got the ball off, and Williams was able to gather it in.
Harrisburg's doing a great job of being able to penetrating on the ground. They're getting in behind. If I am Dayton's coach, I'm saying, hey, we got to shore up these points in the back. Right now everything's pretty wide open, and they're allowing them to penetrate. Exactly what they didn't want to do, they're doing on the ground.
Last week, Larry, if you saw it, probably the hardest and quickest restart and shot that I've ever witnessed in soccer was the restart by the gentleman from Antigua. That Noble, if it didn't hit him, it was a goal. It literally hit Noble. It was the hardest and fastest shot I've ever seen.
Wow.
It was incredible. Absolutely incredible. It was a lot of fun calling the game because there were some really good opportunities on both sides of the ball. Lucky Mukasada had a great restart to hit the crossbar as well. Just quickly was standing there. Everybody thought he was going to set up, and he quickly poked it. Just about put it in the top right-hand corner if it was not deflected just slightly. Oh, Bardsley with a golden opportunity there, and there's one given away by the Dayton Dutch Lions now.
Well, you know what? Not only did they dismiss an opportunity, but they obviously dodged a bullet, Harrisburg, because, quite frankly, that could have been considered a pass back by Pelletier.
And the coaches for the Dayton Dutch Lions were up off the bench, and that's exactly what they were looking for.
Now, if I'm Harrisburg's coach, I would say certainly there was no intent there, and of course there probably wasn't, but it was awful close to not call it.
Exactly. Ekra now plays it outside for Langley. And here's Mukasada now. Mukasada trying to play that for Mbiji. Nothing there. Ekra. Oh, I think he was going to try and swing that to the outside for Mbiji, and it was just a mishit. And the ball be swung out to the near side. 0-0 in our 26 minutes. Stay with us. We're going to pause so we can hear from some of our sponsors.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
For 40 years, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency has helped people with their housing needs, and we continue to innovate. Our home mortgage programs offer new, more competitive interest rates and down payment and closing cost assistance. Plus, we've kept our most popular features like free homebuyer education and exceptional customer service for the life of your loan. Visit our website or give us a call. We offer home mortgages that fit your budget. We're PHFA. Welcome home.
Mbiji with an opportunity there. Williams with another save. Copier will switch it to the far side now for Diaz, who plays it out for Prashado. He's got Presley down this near side now, or Priestley, I should say. Priestley against Zizzy now. Priestley along the end line, able to get through, drives it to the far post, and this one's going to be too long. But McNamara trying to get there and just a little too far for him. Nice drive down that far side, though.
You know what? I mean, obviously a converted back right now. Zizzy's not a normal outside left back, but, you know, Presley did an excellent job of beating him on the baseline where he had only 6 inches maybe to spare at the most. But he's left-footed, and I'm sure Zizzy's trying to play him a little bit, trying to show him to that side, but he did an excellent job to get around him. Service wasn't very quality, but needless to say, I mean, Zizzy's got to do a better job of maintaining his man and not allowing him to cut the corner so easy.
Diaz plays it outside for Priestley, and Mbiji has to come back to get a play on that one to the outside. Zizzy with it now, with some space. Zizzy has Mukasada pulling back on the reins there, wants to make the run. Now outside for Mbiji with the overlap. Quickly for Noon. Mbiji swings this to the far post. Langley trying to get there, and that one headed away by Smith for the Dayton Dutch Lions, and Pelletier's going to play this one up and out. So goal kick coming for Matthew Williams and Dayton. 0-0 here still in our 28th minute. Visit USL Pro on Facebook at facebook.com/USL Pro. For scores, stats, news, and more, you can find everything you want to know about your favorite team and stuff exclusively at USLsoccer.com. Noble with it now for Harrisburg. Brandt brings it forward. Ecker's going to leave it for Duckett, and that one's going to be played off the sidelines here by Gardner for the Dayton Dutch Lions. Brandt waits. Dayton doing a good job of settling in this midfield. Ahead for Lucky Mukasada. Mukasada inside the box now. Near the end line. Slides that one in, and that one's going to be just knocked out on the sidelines for a throw-in. Mbiji streaking in there, almost got a foot on it.
I'll tell you what a great ball by Tommy Brandt where he drove into the space, played a good left-footed ball through, penetrating off the ground, and then a great service by Harrisburg.
Mukasada been very busy here. Here's Duckett now. Duckett's going to swing it near that far post. Nobody there. And Brashada tried to get a head on it. Here's Mbiji now. Mbiji waits, puts it through. The dummy pass to Mukasada, nothing there. Here's Langley with a shot, and that one's knocked down. Is it going to be a handball? No, it is not. As that one went off of Metten-Copier and out of play. The dummy ball by JT Noon allowed Mukasada almost get that ball and get a strike at the net. Pelletier will send the ball in now for their first corner kick of the game. That one headed away by Prashada and out. Langley still with it. And Langley taken down, and we'll have a restart here for the Islanders. Dayton now with their 5th foul of the game. Ball swung out for Zizzy. Zizzy waits. Nothing there, so the Islanders will pull it back out. Now the ball driven down the middle. Lukasada is on sides. Now they're going to call him off sides. Boy, I don't know on that one, Larry.
Well, I think it was more off than on. I mean, they were both kind of a little late getting out, and as they came out, the ball was being flighted. So it wasn't so much when the ball came in, but it was definitely when they were.
So they came from the offsides position.
Correct.
Okay.
Ask for Bebo products at your favorite store. Bebo, proud sponsor of the City Islanders Youth Academy.
Kano Tech with it, plays it back out for Prashada. Here's Priestley with it now. Priestley tries to swing it back down for Kano Tech. Trying to find Bardsley, I should say, and can't get it to him. And now Kano Tech take it down hard by.
That's dangerous, no question about that.
By Leroy. Surprised there wasn't a actual card there, or is there going to be one? No, just going to be a warning. So a free kick here, dangerous spot on the field. Take a look at this on the replay. Ball comes flying in. Leroy trying to get to it right there. Looked like he got a touch on the ball, but followed through and took down Kano Tech on the play. So a restart here for Dayton.
tell you what, this is a left footer's ball right here. If Priestley has a good shot, he can whip one around the wall. This could be a dangerous opportunity for him. A little bit of breeze in behind him. I'd encourage him to have a go.
So it looks like over the ball is going to be McNamara, or is it? No, Priestley's going to take it, and he went at it.
Well, that end's a little tough to go to. You got the peanut gallery over there on top of the bleachers up there, and anytime you're shooting in that area, they're getting harassed horrifically by those guys up there.
Great throw for Ekra here by Noon. Ekra still with it, waits. Pelletier with some space and some room. Holds. Langley now. Nice tackle there by Prashada. Ekra's going to be able to come back up with it, though. Pelletier. Here's Leroy. And BG tried to heel past that, but a nice job by Priestley to get a foot on that one.
I'll tell you what, Chad, this does not look like a team that's only won 2 games all year long. I mean, it's a pretty nice side. They move the ball nice. You know, maybe they're lacking that scoring punch a little bit that's created quite a few of the ties they've had, but you know, they don't look hardly any different than anybody else we've seen on the island so far.
Yeah.
So
they've had chances. Defensively, I think they're doing a pretty good job. Like you said, there's been some balls through, but they've been able to get back in and defend inside their 18 very well.
Well, where they're getting hurt is on top of the D. They're not shoring up. They're not connecting. They're not shoring up in the middle and the back, and they're allowing balls to penetrate on the ground. And some of that's maybe just a little communication or lack thereof. And quite frankly, allowing them to spread out as you see them right now in this shape. Defensively, they have to pinch that off a little bit, and they hadn't done that fast enough. You know, when they have time to get back and set in, they've done it. But in transition is where they struggle.
Mukasada now hit hard from behind by Smith. Mukasada for Langley. That looked like a handball. Here's Pelletier now. Nice defensive play. Stepping in there was Diaz. Noon trying to switch it over. Intended for BG. Diaz still with it. Plays it to this near side now. Garner with some space. Needs to turn and go, really. Had some time to turn and go there. Nice ball. Is this going to get through? It does for Priestley. Priestley with some space. Priestley, top of the box, waits, gets the shot off, and that one blocked by Zizzy. Maybe a little too late on that. If Priestley should have taken that right to the net instead of pulling it off. He had Zizzy out there that he's beaten once already down along that end line. Take it down. If anything, take it to the end line and swing it back.
Absolutely. It's obvious that he has no right foot, or he's afraid to use his right foot. And once he got in behind Zizzy, he should have been darting towards the near post. Even if he cuts it back somehow at the outside of his left foot, he's got to get in behind the back four, but he didn't. He chose to come back across the front. And, of course, at that point, he didn't drop the ball back to the 3 spot, which would be the penalty spot, which was wide open.
And Zizzy did a good job defensively of recovering as well and getting back in there to block that shot. Here's Mukasada for Langley. Langley will get there. Islanders bringing players up into the mix now. Back for Duckett. Duckett waits. Gives it back for Morgan Langley. In for Duckett, and that one too far. And Copier was able to get it out for Gardner. Gardner's going to switch it now, and that one I think was intended for Priestley, but Zizzy gets it either way. Zizzy will play it all the way back for Noble now. Islanders will reset here. Brandt plays it for Duckett. Duckett down this near side. Duckett likes to do the overlap on this near side. We've seen that several games now. Here he goes, looking for that end line cross, and he's going to come up with a corner kick. So a nice run there by Bilal Duckett, and they get a corner kick.
Duckett's been dangerous, Chad. I mean, you know, anytime he gets around the outside, he's dangerous. And, of course, you know, in the past, in the earlier part of the season, they were finding him in a little bit earlier. He didn't have to contest with the outside back. But now he's shown that, hey, even though I have to go to an outside back, I have skills as an outside midfielder, and he's done well.
He has, definitely. Got a player still down here. And while the player's down, Umbro, true soccer since 1924. For more information, visit www.umbro.com. And a player still down for the Dayton Dutch Lions.
while we have the stoppage. Attention all fans, please look at your programs.
Hey, listen, if you like what you're seeing here from Invicta Sports, we'd like to have your feedback. Send us feedback on Twitter. You can follow us on Twitter at Invicta Video. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Invicta Video. And you can also visit our website at www.invicta.net. We'd love to hear from you. If you have a project anywhere up and down the East Coast, we would love to have the opportunity to give you a quote and let you know what we can do in terms of single cameras, whether it's commercials or documentaries, all the way through television shows and multi-cameras and live sports or live events, whether it's concerts and conventions and all sorts of types of things. We can stream them for you. We can bring them to you through live television. Both working with syndication partners, we can bring you or take your event and put it on television locally, regionally, or nationally, or anywhere in the world by streaming for those of you that are watching on USL Nation or U Nation right now. BG getting up in the air and getting ahead, and that one just goes wide of the mark.
Harrisburg shotgun number 4, Adrian Leroy.
We'll take a look at this corner kick again here as the ball is sent in. And then BG will adjust his run to go towards that back post. I take that back. That was actually Leroy that got in there and got the header on that one. This one intended for BG, sent out by Pershada. Here's Langley now looking to make a turn. Langley switches it outside, no one there. Here comes Dayton now the opposite way. Kano Tech with it. Kano Tech waits. Leaves it back for Priestley. Now Priestley swung outside. And tried to send it back for Smith, but it's going to go out of play. We'll have a throw in here for the Islanders.
I'm not sure what Smith was looking at. He was watching the ball roll in front of him. He knew it was going to be going out of bounds. I'm questioning why he didn't reach out with his left foot and keep the ball in play.
Here's Brandt trying to thread that one in. DeLoss comes up with it. Kano Tech again. He's been busy. I've enjoyed watching him in the center of the field, and he's all over the place, getting in the mix, making sure he's getting lots of touches on the ball, and has really created some good opportunities for the Dayton Dutch Lions. So I've been impressed with him.
Yeah, you know, you could tell his role is to buzz, win balls, connect a 12 to 15-yard pass, keep everybody on edge. He's obviously the first point of pressure when the ball turns over. He's done a nice job with that. He's obviously, every time I look at him, he's hunched over, so he's working pretty hard.
Replay on the foul on the far side of the field as you see Priestley with the ball. Trying to take it. Actually, that's Prashad. Or, no, I'm sorry, Priestley with the ball, and he was taken down from behind. So restart here for Dayton Dutch Lions. Ball driven in, headed away by Zizzi, but it's going to go off the sidelines. Yes, it will. So throw into the far side. Prashada comes back, sends it in for Priestley now. Priestley trying to win it. BG is just tossed to the ground, and I think we may see a card here. As looked like they were wrestling on the far side. And then BG grabbing his knee. And I think the referee's just going to, is he going to card him? Yes, he is.
Yellow card.
So Akeem Priestley, you'll see here, probably a good card. Obviously, it's not sumo wrestling, but a good battle going on over there. BG wins the ball, and Priestley just sends him to the turf. So a restart for the Islanders.
Located at 2338 Linglestown Road in front of the Giant. And be sure to ask about our special offers. PNC Bank, proud sponsors of the Harrisburg City Islanders.
Who said soccer's not a physical game? Maybe that's why they call it football everywhere else, huh?
I've been trying to come up with the right terminology here. I'm kind of at a little bit lost for words.
Ball sent up. Lukasada's going to be called on the foul.
You know, both teams, Chad, both teams came out to play. Generally, you see Harrisburg come out in the first half and applying some pressure, and the opposition usually sits back a little bit. And Dayton may have started that way, but then they've chose to open up and come at Harrisburg and have created some opportunities for themselves. It's been a very entertaining first half.
Bardsley played the ball outside here for Garner. Garner having his shirt almost totally ripped right off him by Duckett. And now Gardner plays this one off the end line. So we're in our 42nd minute, still 0-0. We're going to pause so we can hear from some of our sponsors.
For 40 years, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency has helped people with their housing needs, and we continue to innovate. Our home mortgage programs offer new, more competitive interest rates and down payment and closing cost assistance. Plus, we've kept our most popular features like free homebuyer education and exceptional customer service for the life of your loan. Visit our website or give us a call. We offer home mortgages that fit your budget. We're PHFA. Welcome home.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
Duckett sends it in for Umbiji. Duckett just drives this one straight ahead. Nothing there. It's going to go right to Williams. He'll send it out quickly, though. Here's Prashada with it. Islanders slow to react and adjust to that far side. Pelletier comes up with it here, though. Pelletier with some room. Has Mukasada sprinting through. Has Lucky on sides to the far side now. Mukasada one-on-one. Takes it to the end line and tries to cross it. Nice run by Lucky Mukasada, and it's going to be a corner kick. Or is it a goal kick? Boy, that looked like it went off a Dayton player, but either way, quick restart.
You know, I like everything that Pelletier just did, and Islanders obviously attacking with pace right there, but his ball was a little bit slow, and with the pace that Mukasada has, I would like to see him get let in a little earlier so he can turn and run at the guy. Then he had to slow himself up, and then it turned into a 1v1, where before he had an opportunity to go to goal. I'm sure Jason knew that once he played it, and maybe it's a little hard to pick up because the ground is a little bit, obviously the grass is a little bit thicker here than most stadiums, and it doesn't hold. But needless to say, that's a ball that has to be played in front of him so he can run onto it, not behind.
Zizzy wins that ball. Noon has it taken away. McNamara on the far side has that one knocked away and out of play. We'll have a throw-in for the Dayton Dutch Lions.
That was a missed handball right there.
Yeah, it was. Right in front,
Leroy,
right in front of Bongard.
Yeah.
Here's Brandt with it now. Brandt streaking up the middle. Priestley was working hard on him. Now comes to Duckett. Duckett and Langley here on this near side. Going to play it ahead for Langley. Is he going to be able to keep it in play? Yes, he does. Langley trying to swing that one. Nice block by Smith. Played ahead. Duckett brings it down for the Islanders. Duckett will swing it for Mbiji, and it's going to swing too far, though, and out of play. We'll have a goal kick here for the Dayton Dutch Lions. This will be their 8th goal kick of the game.
There will be a minimum of 1 minute of stoppage.
So 1 minute of stoppage time here. Not much stoppage at all in there, so we'll take a look. Hey, get ready. The Harrisburg City Islanders have their final few games coming up. The next home game will be Saturday, July 28th, as Los Angeles Blues come in and play at the Skyline Sports Complex. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock, and of course we'll be bringing you all the action here on Invicta Sports, both on U-Nation and on ABC 27's digital channel, RTV 27. Make sure you come out and get your tickets. You can do that by going to the City Islanders, www.City Islanders website, or give them a call at 717-441-GOAL. Restart for the Islanders now. Pelletier. Drives this one ahead. Mukasada's on sides. It comes to Mbiji, and that one's going to be played out and out by Diaz, I should say. Zizzy with it now for the Islanders. We've played our 1 minute of stoppage time here, so we're in our 47th minute now. Ball sent in. And there's going to be a foul charged apparently against Mbiji, and that's going to be it. So we played an extra minute and 20 seconds here as it ends 0-0. Larry taking a look at that first half as the players are leaving the field. Any changes on either side of the squad, or do you think both coaches are kind of happy with what they've seen so far?
Well, I think if I'm Coach Betcher, you know, we've created some opportunities. We've been a little unfortunate. I come back out with what I had. If I'm the Dayton Dutch Lions, I'm pretty satisfied with the opportunities that we've created. Now we just have to find a way to to bury those. So I probably have no changes made probably till about the 65th minute mark when fatigue starts to settle in. So pretty much come back out the way they were.
Sounds good. Well, there you see our score at the halftime. Dayton 0, Harrisburg 0. Stay with us. Come back. We'll have some highlights of the first half, and we'll take a look at the stats when we return here on Invicta Sports.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
The neurologist said you will lose the ability to swallow, to breathe. You will die. I asked the neurologist, why? If we could transplant hearts, couldn't we also replace damaged motor neurons?
Jennifer devoted the last 6 years of her life to wiping out ALS. Project ALS has created a new paradigm for disease research.
We know the goal. We want to get a cure for ALS.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
For 40 years, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency has helped people with their housing needs, and we continue to innovate. Our home mortgage programs offer new, more competitive interest rates and down payment and closing cost assistance. Plus, we've kept our most popular features like free homebuyer education and exceptional customer service for the life of your loan. Visit our website or give us a call. We offer home mortgages that fit your budget. We're PHFA. Welcome home.
And welcome back to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, in the Skyline Sports Complex. You see at the half, 0-0 between the Dayton Dutch Lions and the Harrisburg City Islanders. Larry, it was a good first half of play. Both teams having some opportunities. Dayton playing much better than we saw back in May. Let's take a look at the highlights here. A couple opportunities on both sides of the ball. First one here on the far side, as Mbiji will slide this one in, and Ekra will just get a touch to this near post, and a great save by Williams, like you said, just getting the hand out there, going back against the grain. And then Mukasada getting in here and just chipping it up over Williams, but misses the net. So two opportunities really given away there. Then another one here as Langley gets inside, and that one rolls right to Williams as well. And then down in, a header right there by Leroy, as that one just goes up over the net. And at the other end of the field, Bardsley had a fantastic opportunity as well, just was not able to put that one in the net. And that's why we stay 0-0 here. Looking, we know there was 2 cards given out, one to Akeem Priestley and also to number 13, Matt Copierre, in that first half of play. But it's 0-0. Stay with us. When we come back, we'll take a look at the stats from the first half when we return here to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania on Invicta Sports.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
The neurologist said you will lose the ability to swallow, to breathe. You will die. I asked the neurologist, why? If we could transplant hearts, Couldn't we also replace damaged motor neurons?
Jennifer devoted the last 6 years of her life to wiping out ALS. Project ALS has created a new paradigm for disease research.
We know the goal. We want to get a cure for ALS.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
For 40 years, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency has helped people with their housing needs, and we continue to innovate. Our home mortgage programs offer new, more competitive interest rates and down payment and closing cost assistance. Plus, we've kept our most popular features like free homebuyer education and exceptional customer service for the life of your loan. Visit our website or give us a call. We offer home mortgages that fit your budget. We're PHFA. Welcome home.
And welcome back to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. We're at the half here, still 0-0 between Harrisburg and the Dayton Dutch Lions. Let's take a look at the stats from the first half. It was a pretty even matchup, I think, across the board. Larry, shots on goal. Harrisburg obviously having a few more there.
You know, Harrisburg obviously a little bit more on the dangerous side. They've gotten in behind the 18. They've penetrated a little bit more, obviously 6-2. That's a fairly, I would say that's a good result for Harrisburg, accumulating six shots. 3-2 in the saves. I would say it's about the same as well. And then obviously fouls. There really wasn't a lot of fouls this last half. I mean, it was a pretty even game. Offside, I mean, again, you know, Dayton are trying to penetrate a little bit more, so I can see that. Most of that's just been pure laziness, not getting back on side. Corners even, and obviously a score 0-0.
And it reflects really what we saw in that first half. Both teams were actually contributing pretty well to that first half and had some opportunities, so the stats reflect exactly what we saw.
Yeah, I would agree. I thought that the game was pretty even, other than a couple lapses that Dayton had where they had some holes in the back, but the game was pretty even, and quite honestly, it was a very entertaining first half, you know, which I enjoyed watching.
I'm looking forward to the second half. Stay with us. When we come back, we'll have that second half for you right here on Invicta Sports.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
The neurologist said you will lose the ability to swallow, to breathe. You will die. I asked the neurologist, why? If we could transplant hearts, couldn't we also replace damaged motor neurons?
Jennifer devoted the last 6 years of her life to wiping out ALS. Project ALS has created a new paradigm for disease research.
We know the goal. We want to get a cure for ALS.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
For 40 years, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency has helped people with their housing needs, and we continue to innovate. Our home mortgage programs offer new, more competitive interest rates and down payment and closing cost assistance. Plus, we've kept our most popular features like free homebuyer education and exceptional customer service for the life of your loan. Visit our website or give us a call. We offer home mortgages that fit your budget. We're PHFA. Welcome home.
And welcome back. We're just about ready to get underway for our second half here, and I want to make one correction on the yellow card. They had brought out a correction, and I goofed it up again. The yellow card was given to number 31, Akeem Priestley, not to number 13, Metin Copier. So that was the correction on the yellow card that was given out in that first half to the Dayton Dutch Lions. So Harrisburg and Dayton getting ready to get back underway here, Larry. If you're the coach, you win at halftime. What did you say to him?
Well, you know, I'd say if I'm Harrisburg, I'm going to say, hey, boys, let's keep going. Things are going well. We're getting in behind. Let's keep breaking them down. Let's keep the ball a little bit. But, again, let's get a little bit away from the direct style. We're getting in behind them, but we're right to the keeper. If I'm Dayton, we stick with what's working. I mean, obviously, they're trying to ride their front runner as much as they possibly can. As long as he's got enough gas in the tank, they'll keep going at him. But for the most part, they're staying fairly compact for the most part. They're keeping the ball moving. They're trying to play. So it's been a very interesting first half, and I don't think I do a lot of changes or make a lot of changes at this point.
Substitutions for the City Islanders. Entering the game, number 20.
So it looks like there was one change. Sandy Torrey is in the game. So Brian Mbiji is out. Sandy Torrey is in to start the.
And without knowing for 100%, maybe there's some fatigue issues there. Maybe Mbiji's nursing a slight injury that he's bringing Torrey in that early. Malloy has been a very effective player, so when they bring him in, it doesn't shock me at all because he's a young man that I think that probably could start and maybe should start.
I think.
But because he's young, maybe that Bill's trying to groom him to be a pro, and sometimes coming off the bench is not bad. Let the game settle in, and then you bring a very effective, speedy outside left forward, outside left mid in, and then he impacts the game that way.
So Malloy's in for Langley, and it looks like there was no subs at all for Dayton to start this second half here. We're underway. 0-0, ball sent up in for Bardsley again over his head. Duckett will settle the ball, drives it forward. DeLoss with it now. Quick restart. Ekra outside for Malloy. Malloy going hard here to the outside, swings it down in front, nothing there. And Noon steps in, that one redirected, but right at the goalkeeper, luckily there. That could have been a dangerous play.
Right off the bat, Ekra swings a good ball out to Malloy. Malloy does his job. He takes his outside back on, gets the service in. Unfortunately, they're a little bit late getting there. Needless to say, though, he impacts the game right from the get-go. So that's, I'm sure, what Bill's looking for from Malloy.
That ball goes out of bounds. We'll have a throw in here for.
Priestley's showing a little unsportsmanlike conduct right there, trying to flip the ball away. He's already playing on a yellow. I don't know if he wants to do that.
Mukasada down on the turf. Ball comes in for Noon now. Noon just flips it ahead. Here's Lucky with it again. Has Duckett outside. Mukasada for Pelletier. Ekra. Ekra gets a shot off. That one's deflected. It looks like it's going to go off the end line. We'll have a corner kick.
The other hand, too, Chad, I mean, we didn't really talk about this, but Harrisburg does need the points in this game. So maybe he felt like he wasn't getting it done with the other players he had out there, and he wasn't going to waste the first 15 minutes and decide to go right after Torrey, who we've seen play in the past that have impacted the game for the 35, 40 minutes that he gets in. And, obviously you got to give Bill a lot of credit because he knows what he's doing. He knows what kind of buttons to press. And in this case, that's probably what he's doing. He's probably bringing Torrey in to impact the game right from the get-go.
Ball played outside now for Dayton. Copier with it. For DeLoss now. DeLoss. Now Copier again, back up. Gardner was looking for a push over there, wasn't going to get it. Islanders with control. Here's Leroy now. Leroy working the ball forward. Looked like he went to hold that one up for a second. Priestley comes up with it, but Leroy wins it back, and now Noon with it. Noon, had Lucky. Looked like Lucky was ready to take that step, but didn't get it to him. Great ball by Malloy. Trying to get it back now to Malloy was Lucky Mukasada. And that one went away from him. Nice give and go there. But Noon, it looked like, really had Lucky on that one opportunity maybe.
You're right, he did. And again, these are the issues that Dayton probably should have won in halftime and tried to solve about making sure those lanes weren't there. And JT had the lane. He didn't see it, or at least he didn't try it. But they were there. He was there in, and Dayton just not doing a good enough job of closing those lanes down.
Mukasada offsides.
Bringing Torre out to the outside is going to leave him a lot of room to be able to come at their outside back, and I do think he's going to impact this game. And, of course, you know how you have Speedy Lucky up on top as well. You know, I call for, you know, Harrisburg to impact this game or score in the first 15 minutes of the second half.
Here's Leroy now. Zizzy. Brandt has been good and solid back there tonight for the Islanders. Ecker with a nice turn on the ball, has Noon outside, leaves it for him. Ecker has Lucky now, but doesn't see him really to feed that ball through. Still has Mukasada. Oh, almost threaded that one through. Great defensive play there by Joel DeLoss, though.
That was great stuff by Harrisburg, playing in tight spaces, finding those small seams there. JT being very patient on the ball. Ecker also very patient. Just missing that last pass.
Gardner with it now and has that one taken away. Here's Noon with it again. Noon, nice touch. Here's Mukasada with some space now with Copier with him. Mukasada trying to keep it in play. That goes off of him and out of bounds, and we'll have a throw in here.
Let's get rowdy. Special at concession stand. $2 pizzas. $1 pretzels for the rest of the evening.
That one goes off of Malore for a Dutch Lion throw in again here. Priestley has that one taken away. Noon now. Malore. Brandt for the Islanders. He'll find Duckett outside. Check that rather. Saini Torre. Torre for Duckett now. Duckett along the end line swings this one in. That one stopped. Mukasada still with it. Saini Torre puts it up over top of the net.
Very uncharacteristic of Torre to miss from that range. However, that is his first opportunity coming in the game like that. So he's coming a little bit cold. But again, what an impact he makes right off the get-go. He comes in. Good overlapping run by Duckett. Ball in to Lucky. Lucky knocks it back. Great opportunity.
Great job by Saini Torre to move that ball down the right side and get it in there as well, and then get inside the box. Look at this. He leans back quite a bit on that shot, and that's why it popped up over top of the net. Pelletier now. DeGrasse sent that one for Priestley just a little too long. Had Priestley in all alone. Just a little bit too hard on the touch. Noble plays it out quickly for Pelletier. Here's Zizzy now. Zizzy waits. Has Malore. Malore gets the turn. Sends it down in. Ecker trying to get there. Willie. No, Copier does a good job defensively here for Dayton. Comes up with that one. Plays it back out in their midfield. DeLoss with it now. Waits. Here's Priestley now. Diaz sends it in the middle. And we're going to have a foul. This one's going to go against Torre, I think, here.
You know, that's one thing I do have an issue with. I mean, Torre obviously didn't go in with the intent to hurt him, and then he goes back to make sure the guy's all right, and, you know, shows no sportsmanship whatsoever once Torre goes in and apologizes. That's the part of the game. If that would just go away and guys would say, okay, no problem. You know what I mean? Granted, it's there. It's always been there. But it makes the game a lot more fan-friendly, I think. I mean, again, I've been there, done that too, but this isn't a game where, you know, when you're getting into somebody and you've battled all game long, this is a one-time foul.
Yeah.
You know, acknowledge the fact that the guy's coming over and trying to make sure you're okay.
Islanders with a throw in here. We're in our 53rd minute of play. 0-0 still here from the Skyline Sports Complex in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Harrisburg City Islanders and Dayton. Chad Edwards and Larry Julius calling all the action for you tonight. Enjoying this one. It's been a good one. Here's DeLoss now. DeLoss still with carrying it. Outside for Priestley, and again, a ball too long and an opportunity gone away. Umbro, true to soccer since 1924. For more information, visit www.umbro.com. Kanotech sent that one in, and now Leroy's going to get to it for the Islanders. Bardsley trying to win it, and he's going to take down Leroy, and it'll be a restart.
You can see that coming. I mean, he's got him locked in the corner. Why even put your hands on him? Because you know it's gonna come out that way. Now they get a free strike to get out.
Noble puts it back in play. Mukasada able to bring this one down, switches it all the way over for Saini Torre. Torre has Duckett streaking down the outside and didn't see him. Here's Malor now. Malor swings this one down in. Lucky gets a heel on that one and puts it on goal. Actually, Torre getting a foot on it.
Yeah, once again, though, a good ball into Malor. Malor does his job. Good service.
Take a look at the replay again here as the ball comes in. Ball comes out for Malor. Malor swings it in, and Torre, yep, just getting a foot on that one and redirecting it on goal. Islanders are knocking on the door, that's for sure. Ekra, top of the box. Ekra dancing, has Malor out wide, stops, pulls it back. No one there helping out, nobody coming to the ball. Now outside for Malor. Malor waits, steps near or far post, and oh, that one just out of the reach of a streaking and diving Lucky Mukasada. What a great ball played by Malor.
It was. I mean, it all starts with an excellent ball from Pelletier. As you see in the replay, I mean, it's a great ball by Jason Pelletier. He slips him in just the right weight, right on Malor's left foot, and boy, he could not have put that any better. Absolutely fantastic ball.
Ekra with all that work at the top of the box, though, he needed somebody to come in there a little sooner and give him some relief. Oh, what a beautiful played ball. Great ball.
That's exactly what you want. I mean, he swings the ball right to the back post. It's textbook. It's unfortunate, but it's one of those kind of things that, that's one that's got to be finished.
So a substitution, Lord comes into the game, and he gives a break to number 2, Shane Smith. So they're bringing in a fresh defender on this near side, I think, because of the speed of Malor. They changed up and probably put some fresh legs in there. Malor going awful hard at Smith there, so. Not sure what happened there. Looked like Noble got it inside the box, but they're calling, and he's going to get a yellow card for this as well. Noble played the ball back into the box and then picked it up, so maybe he picked it up when the ball was still on the line, maybe.
It's possible, but I mean, he obviously has the ability to be able to play the ball back in and pick it back up again, so I'm not 100% sure what they're calling here, unless, like what you said, he picked it up a little bit short.
I think he may have picked it up too early. We'll take a look at the replay here as the ball comes back and Noble turns. The ball's still rolling. You know what? He picked it up outside. That was a great call by the side official. Excellent call by the side official.
Boy, you aren't kidding. That was right
He was probably a good maybe 6 inches outside that line. So good call by the official. So a restart, dangerous one here for Dayton. A chance for them to maybe go up here on the Islanders in the 57th minute. We'll have to wait to see who. Priestley took the last restart. Got several players back there over the ball. There you see Nick Noble. So let's see who takes the kick. Maybe a quick roll of the ball. And they want and Dayton is asking to mark off the 10 yards again here. And Bongar does, and there's a difference of.
That's a huge difference.
It's a huge difference, especially if you want to get that ball up and down quick. Zizzy is still within those 10 yards, it looks like, and then we'll have to wait and see. Ball touched for Priestley, and that one blocked. So, ball swung in again. Noble's played hard and there's going to be an offside. So, oh, and Noble may get himself another yellow here.
That is not intelligent on Noble's part, especially coming off a yellow.
And now things are getting heated here between these two squads as Noble was trying to get to the ball, and it looked like Copier just kept playing it, and Noble tossed him to the ground. So he's lucky if he doesn't get a yellow out of this again.
You know, I understand why Dayton's frustrated. You know, they've had a couple skirmishes right here. They feel like it's unjust here.
Let's take a look at the replay again as Copier is pleading his case, and he gets a yellow for that. And we'll wait and see what happens here. The ball comes in. Copier actually fouls Noble on it. Then Noble trying to go for the ball, and Copier playing it. Noble tosses him to the ground. Boy, should be 2 yellows on each side of the ball there, Larry.
Well, he's letting that go, and I can understand why Copier is upset. I mean, that's the AR goes out, obviously alerted him to what he saw.
Yep.
And the center's not willing to pull the trigger on this.
Yeah, and the Dayton coaches are up, and they are absolutely furious, and I don't blame them.
Well, they should be, because there's no doubt you cannot slug a player, and I shouldn't say slug, push a player like that. And
we saw the same thing on Mbiji on the other side of the field.
Yeah.
It was the exact same play. But either way, Copier picks up the yellow, and I tell you what, Noble is very lucky that he's not heading to the locker rooms right now. Ball by Gardner. Again, it seems like Dayton's getting the opportunities, but that ball's played just a little too far ahead, or you know, the weight of the ball is just not there.
Well, at this point, you know, Dayton now is playing with a lot of emotion. There's a lot of frustration. You know, they feel like it's unjust, that they're not in a good position right now.
And Duckett is down with a shoulder injury, it looks like, and he went down kind of funny on that, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. But we're going to take a pause here to hear from some of our sponsors. Stay with us.
For 40 years, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency has helped people with their housing needs, and we continue to innovate. Our home mortgage programs offer new, more competitive interest rates and down payment and closing cost assistance. Plus, we've kept our most popular features like free homebuyer education and exceptional customer service for the life of your loan. Visit our website or give us a call. We offer home mortgages that fit your budget. We're PHFA. Welcome home.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
Okay, we're back, and Duckett is still down on the far side of the field. Looks like maybe a separated shoulder, but we're not sure. I can't make that call officially. But the way he went down was really a weird play. Stretched that arm kind of behind him, back behind him funny. So we'll have to wait and see if that's what the case is. But either way, that would be the second shoulder injury. Of course, Basso out for the season with the shoulder injury against the Philadelphia Union in Open Cup play. So they lost him, and of course Marshall out with a knee injury from the night from the other night against Antigua. So injuries starting to plague the Islanders really at a time you don't want that happening.
Yeah, of course, and especially now they're back in the playoff hunt again. Now you want all your stars back in the game, and unfortunately, if Basso is missing for the season, and you know, I don't know what the intent is for Marshall, how long he is out. But you know, they're fortunate to have Brandt, who's pretty seasoned, even though he's a rookie. He's pretty seasoned as far as the way he plays the game. He doesn't play like an atypical rookie. He comes in very composed. So he's somebody you could easily slide to the outside right back position and slide Bixler back in the middle.
So Duckett is down on the far side of the field. They got him off the bench or off the side of the field, so they just let play begin here. And that ball swung in. There was 3 Islanders standing over here still getting some water when that was restarted over there right away by Dayton.
Well, most notable is Izzy's hanging out here, and they have a guy sitting at the back post, and he's sprinting 40 yards to get back. It's a little unusual you see a referee just restart the match that fast like that.
We'll take a look at a replay on that injury again, as you'll see that right near the end here, coming in, you'll see Duckett come in. The arm gets hyperextended kind of back behind him. and he is down. They are going to make a switch. It looks like Welker is going to come into the game, so that's 2 defenders now for the Islanders that are down this season, depending on what type of injury he has and how long he'll be out, but still down over there is Duckett. Ball swung in. Mukasada trying to get on that one. Torre puts it on net, but wide of the mark. Actually goes out of bounds. We're going to have a corner kick.
Corner kick to the City Islanders.
So Welker in the game now for the Islanders, replacing Duckett. Here's Malor coming down this near side. Malor swings this one near the far side, and Mukasada getting ahead on it, and then that ball knocked out of play by the Dayton Dutch Lions. Malor will take the kick here on the corner for the Islanders. Malor swings it near that back post, headed back into play by Torre. Pelletier trying to get to it, comes to Mukasada. He'll settle it back for Noon now. Noon swings this one back inside the box, and that one over the head of Leroy. And here comes Dayton now. Dayton down this near side here. Bardsley, who's been dangerous. Oh, given away there by Bardsley. He had plenty of time, could have taken that right to the net, Larry. Taken at least another 10 yards with the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a poor choice, Chad, I have to say, and not often do we find ourselves getting too negative here, but you know, maybe it's fatigue. You know, we talked about this early on. He was working pretty hard. Maybe it's fatigue, but there's no way he gives that ball up like that. He's going to drive hard and pull one of those backs out, but instead he plays a long, lazy ball across that just more was a hoping to poke more than anything.
And here's a player that's got 36 shots on goal. You know, he's a player that takes it to the net, so I expected him to maybe take that one-on-one and see what he could create out of it. But you're right, you know, the game's wearing on. Players are getting tired. Here's Priestley with it. Priestley trying to turn. McNamara ahead now. And Malor takes him down. This is going to be a card maybe here as Malor takes down hard number 22, Taylor Lloyd. Check that Taylor Lord.
I don't think there's a card there, Chad, to be fair. I mean, he screamed a little loud. I mean, he's going to get a service, and Malor really didn't go in with the intent other than just to block the shot. If he kicked into his foot, well, that certainly isn't something that, you know, Malor can be held responsible for. But if they give him a card for that, that would be.
Take a look at this one more time. McNamara plays a great ball down in, and Lord tries to cross the ball. Actually, Lord kicked into
That's what it looked like, yeah.
So.
And of course, you know, that hurts, but you know, we also have a mic sitting right down by the field out there, so we got a nice yell in our headset.
Now who are they? It looks like they are going to card him maybe. They're calling over Malor, so they're going to card him for that after all, Larry. So maybe the sideline official was the one that made that call instead. So we'll have a restart here. Another opportunity here for Dayton, though, to swing this ball, maybe go near, you know, back post or a flick on near post. But an opportunity here in the 67th minute of play. And here we go. Ball swung in near that near post, flicked on, and that one just goes wide. And we're going to have a goal kick here.
That's a great ball. Whips it into the near post, turning towards the keeper. It's unfortunate. I go back to that yellow card, Chad, and I just don't see it. I don't. You know, what do you tell your outside forward, your outside mid, to not block a service?
Yeah.
Which is really all he was doing, and now he kicks into him and over-exaggerates it. I just can't see it.
Here you see the replay, too. Ball swung in. Oh, 2 players actually getting there, and it's flicked over by Bardsley. Ball on the far side. Here come the Islanders now the other way. Here's Ekra with it. Ekra stops, waits. Ekra has Malor outside. Ekra still steps, takes a shot, and a save made there by Williams.
Sections 5 through 10, let's see those stars. Let them fly.
Leroy gets ahead on that one. There's Malor now trying to play it back, nothing there. Ball swung out, and that one's headed on by Zizzy. Welker has that one taken away. Here's Pelletier. Pelletier in for Lucky Mukasada. Mukasada inside now. Waits, stops, tries to pull it back. Malor stepping in, and Mukasada actually took it right off his foot.
Oh.
All right,
What a great ball. I think, Mukasada should have done a little bit more with that one, Larry. Here's the other way. Oh, great ball back by Priestley. Swung in front, and that one knocked out, though. Ball sent in by Thomas Gardner. Here comes Ekra now. Ekra has Malore outside. Malore streaking through. Inside the box now. Malore goes far post. What a save by Williams!
What an absolutely astounding save by Williams. Malore could have done absolutely nothing different.
Just a beautifully played ball here by Ekra. Malore makes a fantastic run. Waits goes to that far post. I'm telling you, that is a first-class save by Matthew Williams for the Dayton Dutch Lions. Here's Bardsley now, plays it outside, and actually tries to get it outside there for Gardner. Dizzy gets to that one and plays it off the end line. What a big-time save that was.
And the only other thing Malore could have done was maybe go with the outside left foot and turn it away from him and cut it back in, but he played the right ball, I thought. Same
great
ball.
Strike.
What a great save by Williams. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the keeper. And
hey, two fantastic plays. A great ball by Ekra into Malore. Malore takes advantage of it, goes in, and really plays a fantastic ball to that back post. And he made Williams work for every part of that save. Absolutely. And Williams made a fantastic save. I mean, that's what's fun about soccer. To watch two players perform like that is just so much fun.
And again, it's been end to end. We've been watching this all night long. I mean, that's just been fantastic. And again, Malore comes in at the midway mark and he impacts the game right off the bat, Chad. I mean, that young man has done an excellent job for Harrisburg.
Tell you what, the Dayton Dutch Lions are putting the pressure on Harrisburg here as well, as they are really moving the ball forward now and starting to pick up the pace here as we're in our 70th minute. Ball outside for Saini Torre now. Haven't heard from him in the last 5 minutes or so. Here's Torre down the outside. Torre pulls it back. He'll leave it for Noon. Noon drives it in there. Mukasada with the bicycle kick, and that one's going to go wide of the mark. Actually, they're going to call him on a dangerous play.
It's unfortunate because you're taking the creativity away from the young man. I mean, it was a good thought. Probably the only ball he had. I guess I understand that he's got defenders' heads right next to where he's going up for the ball, but well, I tell you, it put the crowd at the end of their seat, that's for sure.
This has been a fantastic game. I'm telling you, I'm enjoying watching this game. We'll see it again here as the ball's fed in, and Mukasada just flips it up, tries to get the bicycle. And actually, the ball was won by the Dayton player, so it was a good call by the official because then Mukasada comes to actually kick the Dayton player.
This reminds me of a boxing match where both guys put their dukes down, they just start wailing away at each other.
Yep.
Defense went out the window.
A great game right now, a lot of fun. I'm enjoying bringing it to you. Hope you're watching and enjoying all of this at home, whether you're watching in Dayton or Harrisburg or around the world. We enjoy it, and of course we want to say again hello to Lieutenant David Moore at Fort Irwin, California. Hope all of you and your friends and soldiers are enjoying our coverage here tonight on Invicta Sports and watching and enjoying on U-Nation. Exciting game. Dayton with another corner here, opposite side. Ball swung in. Oh, Copier was right there too. Great job by Noble to snag that one out of the air.
Oh, absolutely. Great ball whipped in. Noble, excellent job. Copier was sitting there with his knife and fork saying thank you very much.
We're going to take a break. We're in our 72nd minute, still not at 0.
For 40 years, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency has helped people with their housing needs, and we continue to innovate. Our home mortgage programs offer new, more competitive interest rates and down payment and closing cost assistance. Plus, we've kept our most popular features like free homebuyer education and exceptional customer service for the life of your loan. Visit our website or give us a call. We offer home mortgages that fit your budget. We're PHFA. Welcome home.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
Prashado tries to play that down that far side. Gathered in by Brandt. Head for Mukasada. That one knocked away, though, by Prashada again. Dayton just trying to play the long ball over the top now and let some players run onto it. USL Live is on UNation this year, the league's official online video channel. You can check us out at usllive.com for stats and scores and everything you need to find out. Are you a citizen of USL Nation? Come join us at uslnation.com. Here's Malore now. Malore with some space outside, too. Malore waits, checks up. Nothing there. Gives it back for Welker to Zizzy now. Zizzy down inside. Waits back for Welker. Here's Malore. Far post, and that one just goes wide. Looking for a deflection, I think, from Mukasada.
I tell you what, great combination play. Zizzy with a great overlap. Welker, unselfish, knocks it down to Malore. Malore with a great rip, letting it roll across his body to the back post. That didn't miss by much, Chad. I'll tell you what, he opens up just a little bit more. I think he's going to hug the side netting.
Take a look at this one again. As Zizzy does a great job of checking this ball back. Nice leave there by Welker. Malore's been hot since he's come in. You know, we talked about this in the pregame, Larry. The Dutch Lions can be the spoiler. You know, Harrisburg looking for a win, and, you know, 1 point is good, but you really need those 3 points right now, and Dayton is coming at them, that's for sure.
Well, you know, if you're Coach Betcher, you know that Dayton, although has been a little bit hot as of late, Dayton's a team that's at the bottom. You know that you have to get that result, and, you know, he's throwing everything at the kitchen sink, but the kitchen sink at him at this point in time. So, again, Harrisburg hasn't had lack of chances. They've had plenty of chances. So I think what we'll see here, we'll see Pettis come in. I have a feeling Lucky Mukasada is probably going to leave the match because Pettis really can only play up high. They're getting service from Malore, and Pettis is the man that can answer that by getting on the end of those because he's willing to throw everything he can at the goal, whether it's foot, head, chest, whatever. He's the one that's going to get his foot on the end of one of these.
Ball threaded through for Priestley. Oh, great job by Zizzy just to get it out of play.
I'll tell you what, I've been very impressed with Colin Zizzy. I mean, he's done very well, a converted midfielder going to the outside back. And again,
he may have pulled a hamstring there, Larry. He's grabbing the back of that leg and quick stretching it.
I'll tell you what he's grabbing. He's grabbing because he's got a strawberry ripping his leg across the grass. That's the first you see him scream. This is very short grass. It's very abrasive in that area right there. I'll guarantee he's got a nice raspberry in there. And they're no fun, Chad, let me tell you.
And you're right. Pettis comes in, Mukasada out. So Coach Bill Betcher throwing everything at Dayton. Ball swung in, and that one just wide. Dayton just missing the net on the far side. Was Prashada for the Dayton Dutch Lions. Wow, wow, wow. Take a look at this beautifully swung in ball. Oh, Prashada gets the skip, just puts it just past the post. Okay. Visit USL Pro on Facebook at facebook.com/USL Pro for stats, highlights, scores, and whatnot. News and more exclusively at USLsoccer.com. Here's Pelletier now. Ball sent in for Pettis. That one deflected. Zizzy wins that one. Now Malore still on his feet, stays with it. Malore waits, swings it near that 6-yard box, but the Dayton Dutch Lions do a good job of clearing. This one comes all the way back. Leroy quickly for Zizzy now. Zizzy with some time. Now fought hard from behind by Bardsley, and we'll have a foul now. And we'll also have a substitution. So Kissinger is going to come into the game, and it looks like he may give a rest to Priestley here. Priestley has had an outstanding game.
I'm not so sure I pull him out. It's fairly evident he doesn't want to leave the pitch. I certainly don't think I'd pull him out at this point in time.
Bardsley looks a little bit more fatigued than Priestley did. So, but I'm not quite sure if they're going into a more defensive mode here. We're into our 78th minute. Are they going to try and play for the 0-0 tie? The way they've been playing, it doesn't seem like it, but who knows at this stage.
And again, you know, maybe, you know, they're starting to see Zizzy starting to make some more runs, and Priestley may not be getting back with him.
Malore swings it in. That one headed just wide of the mark, and it's going to be a goal kick.
Well, it didn't miss by much.
Pettis got his head on that one. Yeah, it didn't.
Goal kick, Dayton.
Well, we've seen the dramatic before from Harrisburg. They like to make things interesting. So between the 80th and the 90th minute, they're always getting hot.
Ball swung in. You'll see Pettis here. Oh, Pettis just had that go off the side of his head. He was there. I don't think he thought it was going to get through.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think he did think it was going to squeak through.
Pelletier flicks this one through. Copier gets a head on it. Send it back ahead. Zizzy plays it now to Noon. Noon streaking down that far right side. He finds Pettis and Torrey. Tries to heel that back for Pettis, and good job McNamara now. McNamara trying to thread this one through. Leroy gets a foot on it. Garner down this near side now. Garner and Zizzy. Garner's going to take it to the end line. Garner along the end line. Zizzy gets a foot, knocks that one off for a corner kick here for the Dayton Dutch Lions. Gardner will come over and take the kick. Dayton has been dangerous on these corners, Larry.
They have, but again, you know, you have Priestley on the end of these where he's been whipping in the ball with the left foot. Let's see what Garner can do with his left foot, but they have been very dangerous.
Garner switches now, is going to swing this one in right-footed. Top of the box, that one flicked on, but it's going to go up and out of play.
That's always a tough ball, hitting an outswinger from this side of the pitch. You got to hope that you're running onto it opposed to standing stagnant.
Take a look at the replay here. Garner will swing this one in. And just getting ahead on that one looked like was Copier. Torrey flicks this one on. Pettis now. Noon finds Ekra. Ekra still with it now. Has that one taken away. Nice ball now for Diaz. Diaz has Gardner. Gardner swings this one, looking to that back post. Noble's going to let it go. It'll be kept in play. Inside the box, shot taken, and that one just goes wide of the mark. What a great play there by the Dayton Dutch Lions as that one's shot wide.
I'll tell you, that ball hung in the air an awful long time. For me, Noble's got to come and get that. Now, I know he looked at it. He thought maybe he couldn't get there, but that ball's 40 yards away. I think he's got to come out and anticipate and get that ball because that play became very dangerous.
Great takedown by McNamara, just couldn't put it on goal. Substitution here as Yates comes in and gives a rest for Ekra, and a substitution for Dayton as Robinson comes in as well. And out of the game is Nixon Diaz, who has been steady in there as well. So both teams bringing in all those subs and making sure there's fresh players out there. It's been a fantastic second half here as we're in our 82nd minute. We'll take a look at the replay on that last shot. As Noble lets it go, the ball swung back in, and McNamara gets over top of this one, and that one's so close, just barely past that post.
Well, that didn't miss by much either, Chad.
No, it did not. It did not. Zizzy on the throw. Intended for Malore. Zizzy will get it again here. Turns, able to get it to Malore. Malore loses it. Ball quickly sent ahead here. And that is going to go out of bounds off of Bardsley. It'll be a throw in here for the Islanders.
It's been a good battle all night between Bardsley and Leroy. Bardsley's been really manhandling a little bit. Leroy's done a nice job of standing him up, but Bardsley's got some size to him. He's got some strength, and again, he's working hard even in the 80th minute.
Ball chipped down in. Nice ball on the overlap. Here's Gardner. Gardner can't get there. Leroy plays it out of bounds. It'll be a Dayton throw in here. Both these teams need a win. Harrisburg to stay in playoff contention. Shot taken. That one blocked down in front by Yates. And here's Pelletier now. Torre with some room. Has Malore out wide here. Check that, yeah, Malore out, or check that rather, Welker out wide. Here's Zizzy now. Zizzy with Welker. Out for Welker. Welker swings this one near the far post, and Yates gets a head on it, but plays that one way wide of the mark. we'll have another goal kick. We'll take a break here, 83 minutes down. We'll be right back.
For 40 years, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency has helped people with their housing needs, and we continue to innovate. Our home mortgage programs offer new, more competitive interest rates and down payment and closing cost assistance. Plus, we've kept our most popular features like free homebuyer education and exceptional customer service for the life of your loan. Visit our website or give us a call. We offer home mortgages that fit your budget. We're PHFA. Welcome home.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here, from delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here, from fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
Zizzy booked for the yellow card on the foul. Restart here for the Dayton Dutch Lions.
That's a professional foul. He knew he was beat. Turn, hooked him a little bit.
If you like what you see here, we'd like to hear your feedback here at Invicta Sports. Send us your feedback. Follow us on Twitter at Invicta Video, or like us on Facebook at facebook.com/InvictaHD, or check us out on our website at invicta.net, where you can also find the link there to our YouTube channel, so you can see all the stuff that we do throughout the year sports-wise. 85th minute, the ball swung out here for Gardner. Gardner takes it down for Dayton, loses it to Welker in the midfield now. Welker still with it for the Islanders. Leaves it for JT Noon now. Noon on the far side. Here's Pettis. Pettis again now has Malore out wide. Pettis miskicks that one. Leroy does a good job of getting in and winning that ball back. Here's Malore with it now to this near side. Has Zizzy coming on the overlap. Malore going hard at the goal. Has Zizzy. Waits, checks it up here. Malore held out to that one just a little too long. And that one knocked out of play here by Dayton. And we're going to have another substitution here as Bartles is going to come in the game now for the Dayton Dutch Lions. And he will give a substitution to Bart. And Bardsley will actually exit the game. Bartles will in the game now for Dayton. Welker plays it back now for Leroy. Back for Welker. The Islanders will reset here. Here's Leroy with it now. Leroy with it for the Islanders. Here's Pelletier. Pelletier had some room really to take that maybe closer and get a shot off. Malore's going to swing it near that back post. Knocked away by Williams. Noon takes it down, gets a shot, and that one just goes wide of the mark.
Pelletier has all the room in the world at the top of the arc. I don't know why he doesn't step to his right and unload, but he is a ball, he is a server of the ball. He likes to play the guys in. It wasn't a bad ball that he played, but I think he right there needs to take the initiative, especially with a slight crowd in front of the net, to maybe use him as a screen and find a seam and have a shot. He can hit a ball. I think he needs to have one there.
You see Matt Williams for Dayton, been tested several times tonight. Plays the ball up. Leroy over the top will have a restart here now for Dayton, and they will look like they're going to do a restart right away. They'll slow it down and reset here. Things are looking more and more like this may end up with another tie here for both of these squads. Harrisburg desperately needs to try and pull one out here, and Dayton, of course, doing everything they can to put some more wins on the board for this season. Ball swung in. That one flicked on right down in front. Leroy gets a head on it. Now it's cleared out by Noon. What a great play, though.
Leroy does a great job to get back and serve the ball back out. I mean, it's an excellent ball. Great ball in. And Leroy does a nice job with a defensive clearance.
Near side now. Gardner with it now. Leaves it back for Lord. Colpierre still with it. Wins it outside for McNamara. No, it's knocked out by Zizzy, so we'll have a throw-in for Dayton. McNamara puts it in quickly. That goes off of Zizzy. Now Garner's wide open down this near side here. Garner's going to swing this Top of the box, and McNamara tries to take that one down one time. Check that, I apologize. That was DeLoss tried to bring that down. Our next home game will be Saturday, July 28th as Los Angeles Blues come into town. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock. For ticket information, you can go to www.cityislanders.com or phone 717-441-GOAL. And, of course, we'll be on the air with that again, bringing you all the action on U Nation and as well on Invicta Sports through ABC 27's RTV 27. We're in our 89th minute of play, 0-0. It'll be interesting to see how much stoppage time, as there really hasn't been much. Well, actually we had the injury to Duckett, so we'll have to see how much they add on for that. Seems like the magic has come after the 90-minute mark for the Islanders a lot this year.
Well, that's why I said it gets awful interesting for them between the 80th and 90th minute, so I never count them out. Anytime they get deeper and deeper into the game, they seem to get that much more exciting. So throw in quickly here for Pelletier.
Here's Noon with it now. Noon flips it back in for Pelletier. Pelletier tries to slide that one in across the top. Working it out now. Here comes Dayton. Bartles was able to get that ball up. Here's Gardner down this near side now for the Dutch Lions. Gardner waits. One-on-one with Zizzy. Gardner checks it back out, trying to work it through. Still with control, top of the 18. Nothing there as he tries to get a shot, and that goes off of Leroy. We're going to have a corner kick, though, now for the Dayton Dutch Lions.
I'll tell you what, the ball that knocked Garner in was a laced ball of about 45, 50 yards, skimmed across the grass. I don't know if you realize how difficult of a ball that was. Perfectly weighted, knocked him in. I think Garner could have done a better job of serving the ball across the back for a little earlier once he got in behind him, but fatigue's starting to settle in now, Chad. It's getting late. It's late in the game, so I can see where maybe he decided to hang on to a little bit.
So an opportunity here Dayton wants to try and take advantage of, as that one's headed out by Noon, and we'll have another corner kick, same side here.
There'll be a minimum of 3 minutes stoppage time added to the end of the second half.
So 3 minutes of stoppage time will be added. Ball swung in near post again. Noon gets ahead again on that one as it comes all the way out. Bartles trying to gather it down, it does, knocks it back in, and Noble will gather that one in. Noble quickly sends this one forward. Torrey trying to get his head on it. That one knocked away, though, by Jones. Welker for Yates now. Yates has that one knocked away in the back, this time by Robinson. They switch it this side for Gardner again, but too long. Zizzy with the throw. Zizzy has Welker. And Malore now. Malore trying to turn. Malore has some space on the outside. Malore taking it near the end line, I should say. Tries to drive that across for Pettis, but it goes behind him. And Dayton able to come up with it as they work out of the zone. McNamara. Gardner. Colpierre. Leroy with a great step comes up with that one. Has Yates now. Waits, gets Malore back on sides. And boy, I'm not sure on that one. Malore come back and establish himself on sides, and
again, I think it's just too slow on the delivery. I mean, he's making the run. Slide him in while you have the opportunity. I mean, they're there. They've had several opportunities that way tonight. I mean, both teams. But needless to say, I mean, he was there. That ball should have been played earlier.
Noon intercepts that pass. Welker. Here's Malore now. Malore has several players to serve it to. Nice ball sent through for Torrey. Torrey inside the box, gets a shot just wide of the mark. Great ball sent in there by Malore, though, Larry.
Tremendous ball. I mean, and I think Torrey probably had a chance to take a touch right there. I mean, obviously from where we are at, that's what we see. Obviously, he felt like he couldn't, but I think that ball could have been knocked down and then side-footed in the side of the net.
What a great look by Malore, though. Squeaks this one through there. Torrey gets down inside, and oh, boy, that one's just wide of the mark.
Yeah, he obviously, no, at that point, now that I see the replay, he had no chance of a first touch. He has to hit that first time, yeah.
Ball flicked on here. Dangerous ball, and Noble comes out and gets a foot on it. We've played 2 minutes and 15 seconds of stoppage time. Pettis tries to bring it down, has Yates outside. Yates trying to get there and does. Here's Yates along the end line now. Yates trying to pull it back. Noon sends it near that far post. Had it on. Torre trying to get to it. Pelletier settles it down. Here's Malore again now. Malore, top of the 18, and that one sent wide. Can Noon keep it in play? No, he cannot, and it'll be a throw-in here. I think this one's going to end 0-0, Larry.
Well, it hasn't been from a lack of any kind of action, Chad, because both teams have created some really good opportunities.
This, I think, is one of the probably the most exciting game we've had on the island all season.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would 100% agree. I mean, it's been end-to-end. Both teams have been wide open, almost from the get-go, to be fair. So it's been a very exciting, very entertaining game if you're a fan here on the island.
We'll take a look here, and Malore, that left-footed player, went to the right foot and just mishit that one. And so quickly now, we've played 3 minutes and 17 seconds. Noon will take the throw. Ball sent in quickly for Pettis, trying to get it back. Noon drives it near the top of the box. That one knocked out, and that's it. I think a disappointing tie for both squads. They both had tremendous opportunities, and neither one of them capitalized on the various opportunities that were given out there.
No question, Chad. I mean, it's been a very entertaining game. Both teams had the opportunities to put this game away. It's very difficult to even predict at this point who should have won the match because both teams had almost equally opportunities. Now, of course, each coach would probably think a little bit differently, but needless to say, if I'm a fan and I was at this game, I want to come back.
Absolutely. This was a great one to watch. I enjoyed bringing it to you along with Larry Julius. We're going to take a pause. We'll come back and show you the highlights from this contest and wrap things up from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. 0-0 our final here on Invicta Sports.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking. Exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
The neurologist said, lose the ability to swallow, to breathe. You will die. I asked the neurologist, why? If we could transplant hearts, couldn't we also replace damaged motor neurons?
Jennifer devoted the last 6 years of her life to wiping out ALS. Project ALS has created a new paradigm for disease research.
We know the goal. We want to get a cure for ALS.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
And welcome back. It was a good one here from the Skyline Sports Complex. There you see the final score is 0-0. Harrisburg and Dayton. Larry, just a tremendous game.
You know what? Again, as we talked in the break right there, it's one of the most exciting games we've seen on the island. And primarily because both teams really decided to open up. And when they did, you know, everybody wants to see attacking style soccer. And again, if you were here on the island, you were in for a treat tonight. Even though it was a 0-0 result, you were at the end of your seat because either team at any given moment were able to score.
Don't forget, coming up, our next game will be the end of July here. You'll be able to see all the action again here on U-Nation as Invicta Sports brings you all the coverage along with on ABC's RTV 27. We hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. For Larry Julius and Chad Edwards and all the crew here from Invicta, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.